were established in 2004 by a group of friends at the beginning. So they actually, we actually started to test the wireless possibilities of the whole equipment back then. So, but it was not so good, but we just started like that. So it started like we connected in neighborhoods in our region in Belgrade, and then we used some 3D corner antennas that we presented on the earlier summits for longer distances. So the distance in Belgrade, the biggest distance in Belgrade that we're connecting is about 20 kilometers, and the point is that the bandwidth of that the link is more than 50 megabits per second, so the speeds are really good. And the thing is, during those 6 years, we managed to present our network on many conferences and summits. We participated in lots of workshops. We organized lots of workshops. Also, we connected 2 cities. The distance between those 2 cities is about 100 kilometers, and we have one hub between, so it's like right in the middle. And the guy from that town, it's called Tito, is here. Actually, I don't know if he's in the room, but he is participating on this summit, so he can tell us about the whole thing. And I remember the joy and excitement when we connected those 2 cities was really big. We managed to build our own antennas. So our member, the guy who invented those 3D corner antennas, is a professor on the university in Belgrade. I don't know why those antennas are not made like commercially, but they're really good, the 3D corner antennas for point-to-point connection. We're trying to maintain our community level is really high, and we're trying to maintain that by organizing a lot of community interactions, parties, sports events, those workshops and everything else that is connected with participating a lot of people in one place. We use our knowledge to help people know more about wireless networks and to distinguish the difference between wireless community networks and internet service providers. Those like 6 years, and I think in our community, in our municipality where we live, actually the president of municipality use our so-called resources to connect the whole municipality, and the whole municipality is wired by cameras, and he uses wireless connection, independent wireless connection for the whole thing, so we can look and see what's happening on the streets in our municipality, which is good.
Okay, let's open up for questions. So one from Bob, one from Steve, first one. Yes.
Hi. Can you talk a little bit more about the antennas you described? I don't know. I'm not familiar with them.
3D corner antennas. I don't have them right now at this summit because I didn't have any of those with us. But we made them. They're made of copper plates. I have a picture. Again, it's an old one. The problem is that this is not my computer, so.
Is it online somewhere? Maybe we can find one.
I think there is a link. You can find it on bgwireless.net.
If we get that from you, we can put that in.
Yeah, I can put this presentation picture on
the website.
I can show you later. I'm going to talk about it a bit later on our panel. So, but they're really, they're usually made for point-to-point connections, and they don't spread the signal around. So they have the least noise that the noise comes. Yes, you need to use a dish, and there's a nose and with a 3D corner which reflects off a dish and to another 3D corner antenna on the other end.
3D corner, you said?
Sorry?
3D?
3D corner.
What's that? 3 faces of a cube?
Yeah. Yes.
Linear polarization.
Yeah, it's linear point-to-point polarization. Sorry?
Mixed polarization.
Yeah.
That's what makes it very good.
Yes.
Sorry guys.
You mix it like basically like a feeder, yes?
Sorry?
It's a feeder, yes?
Yes.
Which it's basically like
Yeah.
It's a car.
pull back. What, is it sort of nice?
No, the G density is very high.
So it uses 5.8 gigahertz. We use that for longer distances, and we use 2.4 for intercity.
And what did you say about this? I'm probably asking too much, but why did you select this shape?
I don't know. I didn't invent it. I'm not
Because
sure.
it's mixed polarization. You get horizontal and vertical polarization. You have the same.
No, you have to have like two things.
You have one polarization, you have two polarizations on the same dipole. They are, in our case, we make
Can you
sorry.
take a microphone, please? Yeah, you take that to us like for technical something or that kind of work.
Yeah, in AWN we have our own feeders, and we tried vertical polarization, linear polarization, elliptic polarization, cyclic polarization, 45 degrees polarization. We found out that mixed polarization actually gets noise from both polarizations, so it doesn't work that well. I don't know.
There is a hand there.
Actually, I want to jump in and suggest something. You can track and list all the outcomes of each network. For example, our network serves this number of people. We provide it for free or at affordable rate, for example. We invented this application, this hardware or software, and the market value of this, of a similar hardware or software like this, for example, have been collecting information about this movement for 4 years, and this is the main problem. How can we measure our work? Everybody will, oh, I have this network, we did this, we did this. How can we measure it? The social, the economic, the financial, and the technical outcomes of each network in terms of parameters that we can sell them to the public, vendors and sponsors, and even the community. We did this, we serve this number of people, we did this application and hardware, we meet this number of hours, we raise this amount of money, so can we do that? Thank you.
If you're asking about the Belgrade wireless, we cannot measure our network with some other networks that I've heard, and the information is like Austin has 400,000 members, and I heard something yesterday like 160,000 members. We're like a smaller network. We have something more than 1,500 members, but it's more like a closed network, not like really close. But you cannot just come on the street and connect to a network. You need to know some of the admins to give you the. I mean, everything is free, but someone needs to let you in the network. So that's kind of our policy.
At least we can estimate the market value for the EV corner.
For the antenna?
Yeah,
The cost of making it, you cannot buy this, so it's not on the market. But the cost of making it is something less than 20 euros. And a lot of time.
Bob.
A few years ago, Radio Television Serbia had a license which allowed them to use 2.4 gigahertz for coverage of sporting events and things outside the studio for relays back to the transmitter. Is that still a problem for you?
No, because I think they switched to another frequency, but we had a problem with 2.4 gigahertz a few years ago because the government gave that frequency to our internet service providers, and it was like they could use the 2.4, which was a free zone for wireless communication and community wireless networks before. But they stopped it, so it's not a problem anymore. They don't use 2.4. ISPs don't use 2.4 anymore. So,
Do they have a higher power limit than you guys?
yeah. Yes.
Take one more question and then we're going to wrap up. Or we can wrap up right now. Fantastic. Well, thank you very much.